Hi, good evening. Joolse here from Joolsedesigns and Joolsedesigns. Sorry if you got a headshot there. So this is take two. So I did video this, but my storage ran out, so I had to rejig my storage. So this is what we're making. A page pocket envelope. To put one of these journal cards in. So what I'm using, I'll put that there. What I'm using is some dictionary paper. Now it is thin, and I found with that one, it needs to be on a sort of like paper that's a little bit more substantial than that. I doubled that in half and it just didn't work. So this is just eco dyed card that I did. The writing's upside down, so I'm going to make sure that the writing's the right way, so it needs to go that way. So we want a envelope flap round about there. We can sort that out in a minute, and we will put that up to there. I think I'll Alright, I think I'll have that there, and I'll have that a little bit deeper. So I'm actually going to take this off with the trimmer. Alright, I did try to get these ends, but so we'll put that over there. And right, I'll wait till I get that in the cut in there first. So I'm going to put and that looks quite nice. Now I don't have a circle punch with me, so what I'm relying on is me having circles. That's a bit of card that I can use. There's another bit of card I can use. I didn't bring a lot, I brought little ones with me, and book page ones. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some jiggery pokery. I'm going to stick this on here, and then I'm going to cut round it. And we'll put that about there, so I'm just going to lift it up. And also, if you're pressing it down onto your, make sure you use a cutting board underneath. Don't put a nice hole in your dining room table. I know I've done it. Not in my dining room table, but in something that was just as dear to me. Luckily, I was able to fix it with some wood filler. Right, I'm just putting that over there. I'm just pressing it down that way so it's not going over the bobble, and I can get it to lay straight. And keeping that lifted up a little bit so that I can get the rope underneath. There we are. And then all you have to do is just, and it looks nice and old. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink around the edges. And as I say, I would normally sew this, however you don't have to. Sewing, yeah, it makes it a little bit more robust, but it's more for cosmetic purposes. And I know not everybody has a sewing machine, or they don't want to sew paper with it, because obviously it'll blunt your needles. And you're not wanting glue and everything on. Right, just bear with me 1 minute. Okay, so that's me back. It was just my husband coming in. He's absolutely soaked. So that's that. So we've got that all nice. And as I was saying about sewing machines, I mean, if you want a stitched look, you can actually do one round. I did one the other day, and I think we'll have a go at doing. Now this is a 0.2 pen, so it's not very. Just do. You don't have to be perfect. I mean, when I do any stitching, it's not perfect because I'm not the greatest of stitchers. I'm getting better. I mean, I used to sew with a sewing machine years ago, but it's like everything else. If you don't use it, you lose it. There you've got the stitches there. And then we'll put some stitches along here, and then we'll do some zigzags. And you can have these as big or as small as you want, as close or as far as you want. It's up to you. My sewing machine doesn't do like long stitches. I wish it did, because sometimes when you've got the different coloured threads in, it looks nice. And there we are. I'm not doing anything on the back. So that's that. So we'll put the lid on that so it doesn't. So now we want the thread. So I've got some twine today. It's just garden twine. I have thinned it out because it was a bit thick, so I've like pulled it out so it'll last me a bit longer. And I think it didn't tie as well. So it's a little bit softer. So this will tie. Let me take that. I see that's holding because they're not come out. So what I might do is take that one off and put the other one on, and then 1, 2, 3, and then put it around there, and that's that. Now I put beads on that, but I'm not going to do that on here. What I might do is I might put a spanner or something on. Well, no, I'll put a key. So I've got bulb pins, I've got my eyelet setters, there's pliers, there's keys, there's wrench, there's a drill, there's a saw. That would look nice, the little ruler. I think that's what I'll put on. Or the key. No, I'm going to put the key on. As I said earlier, I must have thought I was going to do a man's journal. And then just thread that through the little. And these keys I think I got from Works. They're plastic, they're not metal. I'll just tie that in a little knot and tie it the other way. Oh, that rain is really bad out there. So, oh, he's my husband bringing me a nice cup of tea, and he's the one that's been out walking. Thank you very much. Alright, and then trim that off there, keep that because they come in handy. So there we are, we've got that. We might get him to talk on one of the videos one day. So that was it was a card I had, and I don't think it was like from the church. That's where I did some nice pockets with them, but that's the only thing. I don't have anything. It's a bit bright. I think we need to make some journal cards, so I think that'll be next on the agenda. On the tags going. Nope. Made some tags. What about these tags? Nope. I've got lots of things, but nothing that'll fit in. Alright, I brought these with me. They would be nice on as a journal card as well. Right, let me see what we can do with these. So we'll clear that out the way. Put my pokey tool away before I poke myself with it. And we'll see what we can do with this. I like the black one. And I'm just going to put the lid back on that so it doesn't dry out. And well, these are die cuts. Now I like the black one, but with no, I think the black one would stand out better, wouldn't it? Yep. Right, I can get up all the little thin bits with this. And that's one of the reasons I decanted it into this small bottle, was so that I could get these little bits and then I'll go to the bigger one. And then we'll put that on there like that. Oh, a little bit of gold glitter there. Make sure it's stuck, and then I will cut around it. I'm glad I brought these now. I wasn't going to. They were just on my desk because I was like just playing with dyes, and I thought, well, I've not used them for ages, I'll cut a couple of them out. And then what I'll do is I'll use my little ruler when I find it. There it is. And my pencil. And we'll do some little journal lines. You can use a stamp. Sometimes I use corrugated, cardboard. When you're at the edge of it and you get the corrugated. I use that in my journals a lot. And then you just get sort of like a rough line on your journals. I think I'm going off a bit, but hey-ho. And we'll put a small one there. And then what I'll do is I'll ink around it. Well, I'll ink around this side. There's no good inking around the dark side. And you can even, if you just find if it's white card, because I use this for eco dyeing, sort of like the stalks, some of the stalks came through, so as I say, I just put that in, but that's quite nice, quite like that. And if you wanted, you could colour bits in. So there we have a nice card, but let me ink that a bit. Oh, crikey, Julie. not bother inking that. Okay, so we'll put it in like that. So there we have it, we have that. So it's round 1, 2, and then wrap it round, and you've got your key. And we've got this one. What I'm going to do is I will take that off. Not yet, not now on video. I'll not make you painfully watch. But it's just knotted under there, so I can unpick it and then put the thin one. So it's 1, 2, and then around there. So there we have some little journal cards, and we just need some little labels on them, I think. What have I got? I think I've just shoved them all out the way. Right, I quite like that. And I quite like that. Right, on that one I put big one. No, that's too purple. No. Right, butterflies. Now, where's my butterflies? Because I've gone back into my butterflies. I put one on there, so I think we'll have one on here instead of the flower. I still like that though. I quite like that. It looks like a little piece of metal. I do like it. Let me take that off. Right, we're going to put them on this side. Take the corners off. And I'll put that there. So yeah, that was a bit of card. And I was just painting with, I think, metallic paints on the, or was it inks? I was just playing about anyway. I think I like the butterfly here. Alright, let me have a look. Take that key out the way. I'm going to put him there. I'll put them back up there. some little bits of scraps. Scissors, pencil. I had this on the last one. I wanted to put it down, but I didn't. And it would go on this one. Yeah. And there's some of my labels. Anyway, I've got them now. We'll shove them in there for another day. So I hope you get something out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Take 2, because take 1 was where I made that. And there we have 2 nice little envelope, pocket page envelopes, book page envelopes to go inside our journals. So that one would be ideal for, well, they'd both be ideal for sort of like botanical, but if you sort of like went to the pinks and the purples, or the greens and the pinks, whichever. But it's so easy. I mean, it's really just book pages. You don't have to use dictionary pages. You can use any book page. It can be a modern book page. It doesn't have to be old. I know a lot of journalers get the old books, but sometimes when you get the old books, I have quite a lot, their pages are quite brittle and not really suitable for this. They're all right for collaging and things like that, but this is quite a modern dictionary, so it's the Webster's 2nd edition or something. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.